Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be speaking about 8 money habits that I think are keeping people poor. And these are some of the things that I used to do as well. Years ago when I wasn't fully aware, but now, it's taken me years to even learn some of these things. And I just thought I might share it with you all as well. Because typically these are not things which are taught in school, or most of our parents as well, they don't typically tend to share some of this information because, they don't know any better themselves as well. So this is more like, thinking outside the box. So the first bad habit is paying yourself last. So what I mean by this is on payday, you pay yourself last. So for instance, these are things which might even resonate with you guys. So you buy some new shoes, you buy a new bag, maybe a new coat, you pay your rent, you pay your phone bill. Guys, you need to pay yourself first. So what that means is on payday, you need to set aside a certain amount of money that goes into your savings, that goes towards your investing before anything else happens. So have a percentage in your mind that can work with yourself practically according to your own goals and aspirations in life. Bad money habit number 2 is trying to keep up with expensive friends. So, especially in this day and age where you don't want to be seen as, frugal. It's totally understandable that, everyone tries to keep up with their expensive friends. So, for instance, could be, hey, let's go out for a drink on Tuesday. And then, let's go out for another drink on Thursday. And then maybe, let's go to a party or a club night on Friday and Saturday and so on. And before you know it, you're spending a lot of money on drinking, on dinners, on maybe potentially some other things like experiences and trips as well. So trying to keep up with expensive friends, it's not worth it, guys. Just stay in your lane, essentially. Just stay in your lane and do things which only align with your goals and your aspirations in life. So you don't have to prove anything to anyone. If you are gonna, for instance, go out with your friends, maybe for an expensive dinner, then maybe you can, for the following few days or for the following few weeks, then maybe you can adjust that by maybe having food from home or cooking at home, or maybe taking lunch to work or anything else to kind of balancing out. You don't have to keep up with expensive friends, guys. Just stay in your lane and do you, essentially. You don't have to impress anyone. No one cares. Bad money habit number 3. So this is putting everything on your credit card. So what I mean by this is using the excuse for the rewards. So I'm gonna get a credit card and use it for the rewards. Guys, that's not good enough. The rewards are nice. I personally even use the credit card myself, but I've been more conservative in recent years and months because I've also learned the hard way as well. So don't get caught up in the rewards train of thought. If you have a credit card, just make sure you pay it off in full at the end of the month, or whatever agreed terms that you have with your bank or whatever it is. You don't have to put everything on a credit card. If you can, just make sure you pay it off on your debit card, because that's even better for you. And I think spending money on a credit card and a debit card, those are really two different things. And I feel personally as well, when I spend money on my debit card, it does feel like there's actually money coming out, because that is what's actually happening. Whereas on my credit card, it doesn't feel like the money is coming out immediately. Another bad money habit is having disorganized finances. So what I mean by this is not having a structure to your finances. So when you get paid, for instance, on payday, you have expenses going out left, right, and center. You're not tracking them. You don't know how much you're paying on taxes. You don't know how much you're paying on certain expenses like your rent. You don't know how much you're paying on any late fees for credit cards potentially, or anything else. Guys, make sure that you're in control of everything that's going on with your finances. So that's what I mean by disorganized finances. That's a really bad money habit that's taken me personally a long time to figure out, because the only thing I used to just think about was, I'm having X amount of incomes a month, and these are my expenses, and this is what's left over. End of story. Well, that's a good starting point, but you should go further than that, and go into more detail and see where you can potentially save money, and also look into your incomes as well, where you can expand. And as always, I also recommend you have multiple sources of income as well, not just one. Bad money habit number 5. So this is getting comfortable with debt. This is not a good thing, guys. So what I mean by this is, essentially, when you have debt, you don't feel that urge in you or that stress in you to pay it back as soon as you can. You just get comfortable, and what tends to happen is you end up getting more and more debt as well, because you're just so comfortable being in debt, and it just feels normal to you. So guys, don't get comfortable in debt. If you have any debt, pay off as soon as you can, guys, as soon as you can. Even better, don't even have the debt in the first place. So that's a really bad money habit. Bad money habit number 7. So this one is about paying too much tax. And I know usually when it comes to taxes, these are things that typically people just say, oh, it's for the rich people. They're the only ones that can do something about the tax they're paying. Guys, there's also something that the everyday person can do when it comes to taxes. And I'm just going to touch on one main point here. So just before I go into that point, guys, taxes are the biggest expense that we are all going to have in our entire lives. It doesn't matter if you're rich or if you're poor. Taxes are the biggest expense that everyone has. Businesses, individuals. So there is something that an everyday person can do in terms of your retirement accounts, which are typically exempt from taxes. So in the US, I know it's a 401k, but because I'm from the UK, I'm just gonna focus on the pension. So, for instance, maybe you contribute 5% towards your pension every month from your paycheck. Maybe your employer can also match that. So, which means that every month 10%, even before taxes, before anything, is going towards your pension. Guys, that's a really good thing to take advantage of. Like I said in my first point, don't pay yourself last, pay yourself first. Bad money habit number 8. So this one is about investing. So waiting too long to invest, or not even invest at all. Guys, please, if you can do one thing for yourself, is to learn to invest. I know saving is a good thing, but even saving is not good enough, because if you leave your money in the bank, it's getting eaten every day by inflation. So save to invest, guys. Don't wait too long, guys. The earlier you start, the better. So for instance, compounding interest works over the long term, guys. It doesn't work overnight. So the earlier you start, the better. If you can start at 18, the better. If you can start at 25, okay, 30, okay. But guys, the earlier you start, the better. Start investing, start reading into the main asset classes, real estate, stock market, and other things, maybe even cryptocurrencies as well, if that's your thing. Guys, just learn about investing as soon as you can and start investing as well. I know this can seem like a bit of a burden on yourself as well, but for me, the way I look at it is that it's actually self-care. So I would think about investing as self-care. So I'm looking after myself for the future. So every day when I'm reading about stocks or reading about real estate, or saving to invest or investing or whatever it is, anything to do with investing, I'm really happy about it. I'm really positive about it. I know sometimes it can seem like a burden, but don't let it be like that. Just look at it as self-care, as you looking out for yourself for the future, because guys, no one's going to save you. A government pension is not going to be enough for you for a retirement. So look out for yourself, invest for your future, guys. Not just in monetary wise, also even in knowledge, like I said, but in this instance I'm talking about money, but also investing in knowledge as well. That will also compound and also translate to money and other things. So that's just to ensure you didn't miss anything out. So number 1, paying yourself last. Number 2, trying to keep up with expensive friends. Number 3, putting everything on your credit card for the rewards. Number 4, having disorganized finances. Number 5, getting too comfortable with debt. Number 6, paying extra due to lack of planning. Number 7, paying too much taxes when you don't have to. Number 8, waiting too long to invest, or not even start investing. So guys, those are the 8 money habits that made the biggest change in my life. I hope you take something away from this. Guys, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Hope that helps. Thanks.